Gee, I really like these Ponderfy cards. They're a great way, obviously, to have a conversation with each other. And I've bought you guys a deck, and I think you've had the time to pause and reflect on some of the questions here. So let's have a bit of a discussion about, obviously, some of the ideas and questions from these Ponderfy cards.
Yeah, look, I was thinking along the same lines, Anthony, and I thought there was more of an application at an individual level, but looking at the cards, I think there's a much broader application for a team environment as well.
Good point.
Good thinking, Grant. I've been using myself. In fact, I actually have some in my pocket.
Oh, wow.
Right, okay.
Good to see you using them, Will.
Absolutely,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, great stuff there. Well, I've actually asked Justine, who's our change manager, to come along to the meeting today. So I thought we'd just obviously sit down, bounce around some ideas that we've come up with from the Ponderfy cards, and Justine's just going to write them on the board, and we're going to go through some of the questions.
Okay, that'd be great.
So let's
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Anthony. So you've all got your post-it notes and pens.
Yep.
So let's start writing some ideas down on paper.
Look, Justine, I think it's important to build trust.
Definitely.
I think the cards, they also help open up some discussion.
Yeah, and further to that issue that Anthony raised about discussion, it does it in a very non-threatening
Yeah,
manner.
definitely.
Very
Yep.
good point, Grant.
We can also pull out a random card and just have a discussion about a topic we may not normally talk about.
So with that one, do you mean get together in a team meeting scenario, have the deck, pull out a random one and just have a discussion for a few minutes, bounce ideas off each other?
Absolutely, and I think it's great because the Ponderfy cards that we've got here cover a range of different topics that we otherwise normally wouldn't talk about. So I think it can create a really robust discussion, obviously help build build relationships in the team, but also uncover some solutions that we may not have thought of before.
Yeah, very good point, Anthony.
Here, Justine, take mine as well, because that was the one I was wanting to say.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it is a good point that it provides a forum for maybe talking about the untalkables in a discussion.
Yeah, and look, Justine, this is actually my favourite one. It makes us more curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good one. I had that down as well, Will, so it's really good because it obviously can help us find out a little bit more about each other.
You guys
Yeah.
got some great ideas here.
Definitely think alike.
Yeah, we certainly do. But look, the whole thing that I found about it was that you can actually, what I wrote down, you can pick a card that relates to an issue that you might be having
Yeah,
or
definitely.
experiencing.
Do you
Of course,
mean a
yes.
specific issue or challenge that's unique to that particular team?
Yeah, well, I'm finding myself and our team at the moment are in a transition mode, and some very challenging issues. And particularly with the deck of 52 cards, I'm finding that there's at least half a dozen in there that are right on the money, that can really amplify some of the issues and problems that we're
Definitely.
having and how we can resolve them. And it'll give us some clarity.
Absolutely, Grant. Great point there. So awesome, guys. I think there's been some really great ideas here today, and I thank you for your time. And I think I'm really going to tell all my other staff about their cards, going to buy them a pack as well. And I'm also going to tell my managers because I think they're fantastic in facilitating discussion. So thank you for your time today.
As we've seen, Ponderfy can be used in so many different ways, for teams as well as individuals. Now, in my experience with workshops and teams, the cards have provided a forum for great dialogue and uncovering unexpected insights. You can focus on current issues, you can nudge the mindset, you can provoke thinking and discussions that may have never surfaced. And sometimes we use tactile tools, such as cards, to tap into those thoughts, to be able to label them and allow them to bubble up. So get your team involved in Ponderfy. I'm going to look forward to hearing how you use the Ponderfy cards, and if you want to know how to buy them, just go to my website.